There was a time, not so long ago, when the American dream was more than just a slogan. It was a promise, a belief, a birthright even. Work hard, stay honest, and no matter where you came from, you could build a life, a home, a future. But today, that promise feels broken, like a mirror shattered into pieces, each shard reflecting a different version of the truth. Wages are flat, costs are soaring, and dreams, they're being mortgaged, delayed, or given up entirely. So, what happened? Let's peel back the layers. Because the story of the American dream isn't just about policy or economics. It's about people and the hope that's slipping through their fingers. To understand the decline, we need to revisit the ascent. The American dream didn't start with white picket fences or suburban lawns. It began with an idea that no matter your past, your future was yours to shape. In the early 20th century, America was an engine of ambition. Immigrants poured in, chasing opportunity. Factories roared, cities swelled. A new middle class began to rise. Then came the Great Depression, and everything collapsed. But after the storm came a new era. World War II ended, and America, it entered what many call its golden age. GI Bills gave veterans access to education and home loans. Suburbs exploded with development. Jobs were stable, benefits were real. A single income could support a family and even save for the future. By the 1950s and 60s, the American dream wasn't just alive, it was thriving. But no golden age lasts forever. The 1970s arrived, and with them came turbulence, oil crises, inflation, global competition, manufacturing, once the backbone of the economy, began to disappear. Jobs moved overseas, industries shrank, and in cities like Detroit, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland. You could feel the heart of working-class America start to falter. Meanwhile, something else was brewing. A new economic philosophy based on deregulation, tax cuts, and corporate freedom took center stage. The 1980s ushered in the era of Reaganomics. The message: government is the problem. Let the market lead, and prosperity will follow. But that prosperity didn't trickle down. It pooled at the top. CEO pay skyrocketed. Unions lost power. Job security, gone. And for the first time, Americans started asking, is the dream slipping away? By the 1990s and 2000s, the cost of chasing the dream had changed dramatically. College, once affordable, now came with crushing debt. Health insurance became more expensive and more confusing. Pensions replaced by 401ks, and home prices began climbing into the stratosphere. The 2008 financial crash was a gut punch. Millions lost homes. Millions more lost faith. Wall Street got bailed out. Main Street got hollowed out. But we didn't stop chasing, because the dream had become more than a goal. It was part of our identity. So we worked more, hustled harder, took on side gigs, second jobs, endless hours. The result: a generation buried under debt, too burned out to dream. Today, ask a 25-year-old what their American dream looks like, and you'll hear something different. It's not about climbing the corporate ladder. It's about stability, mental peace, escaping the rent trap, affording anything without anxiety. We were told to go to school, get a degree, land a job, but instead, we got unpaid internships, gig work, no benefits, and exposure as currency. We were told to buy homes, but now starter homes cost $500,000, and investors are buying them faster than young families can. We were told to start families, but childcare, healthcare, and time off, often unaffordable luxuries. So we scroll and compare. and wonder why everyone else seems to be thriving, while we're just surviving. But maybe the dream didn't just decline. Maybe it was never truly accessible to all. For many, especially people of color, immigrants, the poor, the dream was always on the other side of an invisible wall. So, is the American dream dead? Not exactly, but it has changed. It's no longer a guarantee. It's not something you inherit by birth, but something you fight to define. And maybe that's the next evolution. A dream that's not about consumerism or white picket fantasies, but about fairness, freedom, and enough room to breathe. The truth is, dreams don't die. They shift, they shatter, they rebuild, but only if we're willing to ask the hard questions and demand better answers. So now I ask you, what does your American dream look like? Is it still alive, or has it faded into myth? Drop a comment, share your story, because you're not alone in this. And if this video resonated with you, give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep unpacking the world we live in, one truth at a time. One that includes everyone, and one that finally lives up to its promise. What does the American dream mean to you in 2025? Is it still alive? Is it broken? Or are we simply waking up to a new kind of dream? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this video made you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape our lives. Thanks for watching.